NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp throughout the season to get to the intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Let's face it.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. In motion, the tight end. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Taylor is in. Touchdown, Washington. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Packers get set to go. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. Here's Burrow. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To the air again, Burrow. And completes it again to Metcalf. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice...
Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 3 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Justin Jefferson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington has taken the lead.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They go play action with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
DK Metcalf
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the first carry here for their running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got a man. It's Brown. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll look to throw again.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he
he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. They're going to look to throw.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. They go play action here on first down.
And it's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Come on, boys. Let's power.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
69 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders have retaken the lead.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line, because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here, as he'll get this up to the 29. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go play action with Burrow. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. To the air again, Burrow. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Joe Burrow. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Bryant has it.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. Back to throw again. Over the middle to Evans. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 4th down, is the punt team sending this one away.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Packers offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
3rd down and 6.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Caught on the right side, Reed. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. inside handoff.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 7.
Now Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Burrow on play action. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that,
a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Washington offense set to take over. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
He'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 6 yards away.
And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Right back to him on 1st down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog.
But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team. Okay, absolutely. I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff, because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back to throw now on first down.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll set up to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers offense set to go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Washington ready to try again on offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. This one brought in by Jefferson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Burrow. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Now Burrow loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
to start your franchise with.